stop in a week. Did you have a good day yesterday, though? Those of you who were in? Yeah? You've got a cracking day lined up for you today. I'll just get out of Jason's way because he likes to try and bowl me around. So, yeah, it's good to be back. As always in Perth, it's like a little family here. And how are we doing? Yeah, working well. But, no, like I was saying, it is good to be back. And to those of you who haven't been so far this week, welcome to the Cooperative Funeral Care Scottish International Open 2015. Don't the years fly past? Who uses Facebook? You do? 1, 2, 3, 4. This side, who uses Facebook? Well, they'll know what I'm talking about. The rest of you won't have a bloody clue. But on Facebook, what happens is, every now and then, the Facebook organisation puts a picture on your post of what was happening 2 or 3 years ago. And this morning, and this is the truth, this morning, it came up on my timeline, a photo of 4 years ago. And it was here, in our little office, which is the ladies' changing room, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I get. But in the office, and there's myself, my colleague John, and Greg Harlow. And would you believe coincidences? 4 years ago, it showed the shirt I was wearing. I've put the same bloody shirt on this morning. Hey? I've only got one. But how's that for... That's quite a coincidence. What was even worse, when we checked, my colleague John was wearing exactly the same shirt as well. Just amazing. Technology is amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, talking about years ago, it's time to remember. And if I could ask you to be upstanding, because it's approaching the 11th hour of the 11th day. And of course, we do need to remember those that can't be here. And I'm going to read you a little something, if I may. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. As the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them. If we can have a silence. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. just got a minute before we go. And it was interesting to note, I've told many of you each day how and where people are watching us on Facebook. And yesterday, we had 10 people watching us from the Falkland Islands. So it's, you know, YouTube is quite amazing. It's quite a powerful medium. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start our day's programme. So let me bring on the players for you this morning. He's from Mount Vernon in Scotland. It's his first ever ranking event he's attended, and he beat Mervyn King in the first round. Give a massive welcome to Graham McDougall. And he's up against former Scottish International Open champion, world ranked at number 12 from Wales. It is Jason Greenslade. They've played their trial ends to go straight into the match. And I'll hand you over to commentary with Paul Mitchell.
So Jason Greenslade, where's green? And we'll get us underway. Round 2, the Scottish International Open here in Perth.
At length 27.5 metres.
Former winner of the tournament to come through against Barry Lester of Australia. Very tight first set, 8-7. Jason Greenslade, the Welshman, getting away in the second to win it 9-3. Graham McDougall. What a set he had against Mervyn King, the opening set, 7 each, and then won the second 6-5. He wasn't fazed by his debut on the famous blue portable rink.
One green.
So the back ball lies short. Jason, change of hand option, but he just decides to come round. He's played it.
2 green.
Trying to work its way back. Gave it a chance, didn't want to rub on his own.
Still favour the 2, Jason.
Just a little higher line. Trying to work its way back. Probably still be just the 2. one shot. Ideally like to come inside his own. Just caught too much of it to get the little nick off to come through. So back ball was lying the shot. They'll get it checked.
One green conceded, measure for second.
Voice of Dan Blewett. Alan Thornhill is our umpire.
Two shots, Jason Greenslade.
Oh, the accuracy of Dan Blewett. He said he fancied two shots. And two shots confirmed. And the Welshman on the board.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
That's the fifth of the round two matches. Yesterday's action in Perth. So Andy Thompson, MBE, past David Richardson, 9.583. Jonathan Ross required a tie break to get past Jamie Chesney. Good opener from Jason Greenslade. Jamie Chesney took the first set, lost the second. Jonathan Ross won the tie break 2-0. Great game between Darren Burnett and David Holt, 6 apiece in the opening set before Darren Burnett just got away in the second and won it 9-2. Game of the day, Greg Harlow and Alex Marshall. Terrific match. Went to the tie break and won by the Englishman. That's good from Jason Greenslade, just dropping short. Graham McDougall and the chance to get the second one in. Two touchers. And Graham not hanging around. It's a good target. He hits it well. It's a really good strike. He was on the money all the way. So the red toucher is in the ditch. The jack is retrieved. That will go on the respot. And none of the balls delivered you would expect to be counting as the main shot. When the others have come, but it is one to Jason Greenslade. That's the ball to the right hand side of your picture. He'll come all the way out, skirting the very edge of the rink.
Two green.
It's well played. Falling down. It's a good line. He needs to break though. Well, looking on screen and looking out from the commentary box, just trying to see.
Close, Jason.
It is close. Jason Greenslade. 12 seconds on the shot clock. No change to the shot, just wants to draw in here.
Great.
Tried to urge it up, but it just looked a little soft. Now then, a similar ball, he could actually trail it down. Just looked a slightly wider line, but he's played it perfectly. And then he comes. You can see the difference, just moved out slightly and nestled in beautifully behind to draw the shot.
Umpire.
For the second time in
One
the
red,
opening
measure
two
for
ends,
second.
the umpire is required. Good bowling to start the day. I've got a good view of this from the commentary box. Impossible to tell. Jason Greenslade will get the nod for this, so he'll drop a single.
One shot, Graham McDougall.
There's certainly been no sign of nerves from Graham McDougall on his World Bowls Tour debut. The match against Mervyn King.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
He looked very composed. So the mat up the green. Back ends with an opening ball toucher for Jason Greenslade. Really good effort.
One green.
Just looked a slightly narrower line, which is what he wanted. Well, they might be lying the shot, but not great position. Green ball could be turned out for a 4. He's having a look at this. 2 ways to play it. You can play it with a lot of weight and just try and pick out the ball clean and hope he runs through or jams around and stops, or he can just play it just a little bit of a yard on. Has to watch the shot clock though. It's 4, 3 as he gets the ball away. Well, he's gone for the narrower line, trying to pick out the green ball. Just gone too tight. Well, the idea was right, but it was hard. Just dropped away. Jason himself wouldn't mind moving the jack a little bit further back but he's got enough just to get in front of that red ball. Well, I'll ask the question, is it 1 or 2? Two shots. Well, they had the
Two
option,
shots, Jason Greenslade.
draw or just get a little trail. His opponent having missed. Was a wee chance there for Graham McDougall.
Length 29.5 metres.
Both players favouring that side of the rink. Just wants to run this out. Jason confident that he can come round it. That's always the danger. You just drop onto your opponent's ball.
One red.
Just lacking the weight to get round, came back to centre
18
right.
inches. Shot ball, 18 inches to jack high.
So again, it's the choice. The open hand on the hand you've been playing. So come on to the forehand. A good
One
decision
green.
it was. Yeah, a little shake of the head from Graham McDowell. Knew that was on the high line. Wasn't too bad with his weight, but he knew he'd pushed it out too far. Chance for Jason Greenslade to make this a 2 count. His opponent does have last ball. A real bend off that hand, and he comes again.
2 green.
Well, the thing that'll disappoint Jason Greenslade there, despite drawing the shot, is there's a little shoulder to tap on. Prefer just to come around a little bit more. Graham could follow him. Oh, he's going to keep the hand he's been playing. So he made the adjustment. It's just going to fall on the outside. Well, decided not to change his hand and use the shoulder.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
He nearly drew it. Perhaps a slightly higher percentage shot. was on the other hand.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
So it's a useful lead for the Welshman. Very unique style of delivery, the ball just coming behind the back, twisting the arm. But it's a consistent motion, it's a repetitive motion, and one that's brought great reward. Quality of the first two balls of Jason Greenslade giving Graham McDougall problems. Well, he wants it to trundle.
To green.
Again, a good line from the Scotsman. Jason Greenslade, does he follow up and just try and put a third one in? Just thinking about changing his hand. Any movement on the jack will take it across to his own balls. There's the clock. Ticks down to 4. Just keep his hand. Take any advantage you can to get up, have a look, get yourself back down. He's had the line, can he just change the weight slightly? Always a danger you overcook it slightly, just to make sure you're arriving. Same question for Jason Greenslade. You keep your hand, even just drop one a little bit short, or do you think about changing your hand potentially to trail across? Decision made by the clock. Staying with what's working. Oh, he doesn't want to promote the red balls. Two short, one through. It's time to get one just right for Graham McDougall. He's given it a chance, hasn't he? Here he comes.
One shot, Graham McDougall.
Well, that will go down as a missed chance for Jason Greenslade. His fourth ball was neither one thing nor the other. just presented the opportunity for Graham McDougall to get it right with his fourth. And from the Scotsman's point of view, keeps him in the set.
Jack length 25 metres.
So the man born in Cardiff. So his opponent. Real curious opening ball from Graham McDougall. Knew the second that he left his hand. And this is where you want to be right on it to cause problems. Both players have gone for a narrower line with their opening ball. The mat up. Jack at 25 metres. Well, it's better, but again, he was well inside the line. It's a better line, and it comes. That's good correction from Jason Greenslade.
1 green.
Out on the wider line. Still 1 green. It's good enough for a second shot.
2 green.
Might try and disturb this here. Little running ball can dip away very, very quickly once he got. Well, he's lifted the number 2 shot, but you would expect Jason Greenslade just to roll this one in. Could have done by taking the jack. It's not routine, but the shot is there for the taking. And it's not missed.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
So far, fairly comfortable set for Jason Greenslade. 1-4 of the 6 ends, taking 2s each time. Graham McDougall just finding he's not winning the battle of the first 2 balls. And when he's had to go heavy, he's actually done all right.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Well, with these 7 opening balls, these are a couple of touchers, another couple like that within a foot or so. It's a really good effort. Something to build upon.
Yours or Graham's? Graham's bowl's 14 inches from jack high.
So Jason Greenslade, winner of this tournament, Scottish International Open here, the beautiful city of Perth, back in 2004. Well, that was the danger. If you were just too narrow, and it's now one red.
One red.
Doesn't want to return the favour and turn the green ball over. And choices here for Jason Greenslade. The open draw, or he could change his hand, which he's going to do, just play into his own. Wants it to start to bend now. He's going to get the red ball first. Didn't miss that by much, just wanted, played it with enough weight just to punch the ball, as you could see. Just picked out the red ball. Graham McDougall does need to score at this end to keep himself in with a chance. He looks well played. Looks good.
Two red.
And there's confirmation from Dan Blewett. Just looking for the draw shot this time. I had to play it with a fair bit of weight to try and scatter the green ball, so went for the draw to come round the corner. So Graham McDougall, line 2. If he can draw a third this set, it gets very interesting. His weight now. Just didn't have what he needed.
Two shots, Graham McDougall.
Close, but not good enough. So Jason Greenslade leads by a 4-shot margin, 2 ends to play.
Length 25.5 metres.
John Price, the Scottish international coach. If you're going to play good balls, Scotland coaches in the stands won't do you any harm. Always helps to get noticed. John Price now watches his countryman, Jason Greenslade. Two good opening balls from these players. Good call, change hand. Can Play onto the green ball. Didn't do that a few ends ago when he had the opportunity to do so with his final delivery. Stuck with the backhand. Got a wise choice.
2 red.
Oh, the running shot from Jason. Just pulled it across. The idea was right. Front red ball onto back red ball to clear. Now if you could draw a third here, it may force the same shot from Jason Greenslade.
Three red.
That's 3 red, but the target has become very inviting. And Jason will come down. You won't expect him to miss again. Here he comes. Oh, it's a horrible result. It's a really horrible result. Graham McDougall will add a third, and then Jason Greenslade will have a ball to play. The right shot to play. Didn't get the connection he wanted. Would have preferred the jack clean. He doesn't have to be overly close, just in the area. Could even muddy up the hand. Well, Jason will have little choice here. If he's going to draw it, he'll have to do it off the backhand. If he's going to strike, I reckon he could clear. If he takes one out, it's a decent result. So do you try and do it and draw the shot? You come and play with weight. He'll use a timeout for the first time in the match. Well, it looks a decent target to hit. To lose a 2 at this stage would be pretty much okay. Wouldn't expect to necessarily lose a 3 at the last. Decision made. Little runner just needs to disturb something. And one ball coming out would be fine. That's what he's done.
2 shots, Graham McDougall.
Well, the percentages were there, playing with a little bit of weight. So it'll be 2 up, Jason Greenslade, and we'll have the last ball. The final end. You've got to give credit to the way that Graham McDougall has come back here. There's 8-2 down, 2 doubles, 8-6, and all of a sudden, it's a wee chance.
Length 26.5 metres.
That was close, but he kept it in play. Quality of the opening ball from Graham McDougall has gone up in the second half of this set. Jason Greenslade will know one good ball in. Life's so difficult for his opponent. Round it comes. It's in a good place. It's important here for Graham to reach this. So we could face onto the green ball and be in a very good position.
1 red.
Same set, if Jason can play this similar ball, he'll come inside. Just trying to run it out.
1 red.
All the time out will be coming here from Graham McDougall, who's line 1. He needs to take a 2 to get a split. He's just got to remember to call the timeout, and he has done. He's given it the thought. Needs to get the ball thereabouts, needs to find a way to get a 2. Jason will be happy with the way the head is mixed at the moment. That's the last thing he needed to do. You've got to reach, as he well knows, any bowler will tell you. Sounds so simple. No real danger for Jason Greenslade, just trying to draw to this. He's got those 2 red balls nicely covered. The way the front green ball is lying, that's not going to come out without doing damage to the red ball. Dead draw is not easy. Now then, Graham. Do with this, he's coming across. Oh, it just goes through. Just
One
a
shot,
little
Graham
bit of
McDougall.
weight.
First set, Jason Greenslade.
Jason Greenslade won't play his last. And Jason
Jason and
Greenslade
Graham both have 4 timeouts remaining.
is delighted to get through the opening set despite losing the last 3 ends.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
So the opening set to Jason Greenslade, taking it by 8-7. He led 8-2. I guess David Graham just left himself too much to do in that set.
Well, the thing is, when you're playing against Jason Greenslade, you just can't give him too much space. Like all these top players, you just can't give them that sort of a lead. Jason, of course, very good at the running ball, so he's always able to limit the damage. Still, he won't be happy about just 1 shot, I suppose, is enough, but he'll be thinking to himself it maybe should have been a bit easier than that.
on green.
Jason, a very unusual wrap round grip that he uses. We'll get a look at that later in the set. Maybe it's not in the coaching manual, but it's very effective.
That's possibly the loosest ball he's played in the match so far.
He's given this a chance. Even if he misses it, he's coming in a good place. It's very useful. Very, very useful indeed. It gives him the option of playing the attacking ball.
Making sure he covers the respot.
Well, he's got the back position covered. It's bottom green ball. He's got the shot, and he's got the respot covered, but the ball out is the shot to play. You're looking for the red ball on the half high side on the edge, take out the green. Might lose one of his own, but the back one will score.
Just goes gliding
One
by.
shot, Jason Greenslade.
Never an easy shot on the portable rink. A controlled weight. That's why it's so highly prized as one of the best shots to play when you get it right.
So it'll be a break in play for a moment. Jason Greenslade has just left the rink.
Well, a good time to do it really at the start, more or less at the start after one end in the second set. You don't want to be taking any sort of a 2-minute break and when it gets to end 7 or 8, because it not only affects the game, but it can affect your opponent, and it's not really seen as being the right thing to do. Always looking for a good time in the match if you need to run off for a moment or two.
Oh, Graham McDougall settle himself down. He's playing reasonably well. The odd loose first ball.
Yes, but never easy. Never easy for someone coming in like this. Jason's been around a long time. International player from the age of 17, and it's nothing new for him. Nice guy to play against, Jason. Never any problems with him. He just gets on with the match. Very good sense of humour actually off the rink. Very funny bloke. The only thing about playing against him and even commentating on him is that he's so unpredictable. Never really quite sure what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. That's what makes him a dangerous opponent.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Just trying to come round. Here it comes. Played very well.
Well, that would encourage a little bit of weight from a lot of people. McDowell deciding just to try and draw it in. He's played it very well. Good ball. Really good ball.
It's close. I do favour your front bowl. 1 green.
Has to be careful of the front red. Well,
There's a little borrow for you.
Green and a measure.
rather fortunate there. Wasn't far away, just caught the edge, an inch away from getting it absolutely perfect. It's the sort of one you get, and a slight apology to your opponent, but realistically, it wasn't, he wasn't too far away. So if there's no apology, you sort of think, well, no, that's fine. You're in the area. No need to apologise for that. No choice here really, because if he plays a backhand and gets the outside edge of the green ball, the jack's coming across the other green one, and of course there's the possibility of taking his own out. Forehand runner, if there's two against him, well, can't see him being any worse off. Not easy on that forehand. Backhand's a preferable hand to play the running ball, but the percentages are on the fore. Oh, that's very controlled. That's a hard shot to play. I really didn't fancy that at all. And that's about experience on the rink, really, Paul. That's about getting sucked into playing that sort of shot. It probably looks the right shot out there, but it's just such a low percentage shot. It really is.
And you're right, kept it also tight, didn't want to take out his own ball.
Yeah.
So, you're almost subconsciously going slightly tight.
If you're going to do that, do it in the forehand, because if he goes tight, he gets his own red one.
Both players with the ball to play.
Leaving Jason the opportunity to try and get to the red ball. If he misses it, he comes deep. He knows exactly what his opponent's going to play. Didn't even bother going for the red, just decided to go back onto the tee. That will cover both respots. Forced to go back to the draw. Jack going through really doesn't benefit him a lot. Guy might have taken a chance anyway if there was two in it. There's only one in it, and that's exactly the right shot to play.
So one out.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
But it is two. Off to a good start in the second set, Jason Greenslade. Jason himself knows 9 years in the top 10 of the rankings, but
29.5 metres.
last few years just fluctuated between 12 and 14. Just does enough. Would like a little quarter-final place to start the season. The Scottish International Open.
That grip you notice there, just all the way around the one side of the ball. It's a very strange way to hold the ball, but Jason would say that's He just lifted the ball, that's why he held it, and he's kept it that way.
It's a very useful place.
Nice easy delivery of Graham, I like that. Nothing complicated about it. Very reliable under pressure. And that's a good ball.
And red.
That's a useful ball every time when you've got one front like that. Good example for anybody watching as a lead. Get your first ball in there, your second one just behind. He was aiming for the green ball, but if he missed it, he knew he was coming into a good place.
Trying with this Jason Greenslade. Just going to come up a little bit short.
Well, Graham's got the back position covered. He'll really have a go at trying to draw another shot now. And even if he drops a little bit short, it'll be a good protection. Pushed the ball nicely out. Good line. Just wants to make it past the zone if he can. Oh yes. Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky. Although I don't think it'll help Jason that much at that angle.
Two red.
It's the grimace, you can see. Thought he was going to wiggle in behind and drop the other way, and yeah, there's the reaction to it. It's giving Jason a little bit of a shoulder to work off. Just means Jason can play with a little bit of extra weight, but I don't think he's got enough.
Now then, can Graham McDougall just repeat what is required?
Well, he's got a choice here. I'd be tempted to play this in the forehand. I don't know how well he's playing the forehand, but the backhand's still available. Rest into his own balls. He looks to have enough room. Can't see him doing any damage on the backhand at all.
The hand he's favoured, so he'll stay with it.
Just needs to hurry. It was a good effort.
Two shots, Graham McDougall.
Wasn't an easy one to add to. Well, this guy's a tidy player.
Just left himself with too much work to do in the first set, but certainly gets himself on the card in the second. Very much in this game. McDougall from Hamilton, plays in the west of Scotland indoor, outdoor Mount Vernon.
Jack length 25.5
He's a
metres.
former past president of Mount Vernon Bowling Club. There are many thankless tasks in the world, and sometimes being the president of a bowling club can be one of them.
Yep. Never easy. But for some people, They embrace it and enjoy it. Put a lot into it. Certainly ideal if you're retired at the time, there's no doubt about that. But if you're working with a young family and things, that it's a difficult one to take on.
Jason may go to the open hand.
Once again, Jason, unpredictable. Got it. Never quite sure what he's going to do.
Well, he didn't hang around there. You can see from a wonderful ditch camera the jack and the ball, the markers being placed. That's not easy, just the way the balls are.
Well, the narrow side you can beat it okay, but you're going to be a distance away. Let's see how Graham does here. Oh, that's struggling. Have to use the mat here, get into position where you're at the front.
One green.
Inside edge, try and hold that ball up as much as possible. See where Jason's standing. There you go. He's slightly over to the inside edge at the front to try and hold the ball up as long as possible before the bend takes effect.
It's giving us a chance.
There it goes. He's always going to pull away from it, but good enough.
2 green.
Use of the mat is a science in itself. Always a good little coaching class or master class, which I enjoy, the use of the mat. It's on the end, outside edge. This is going to have to go very wide. He's going to have to really push this out, reduce his margin of error. Yep, there it comes. Coming in deep now. Will it hold?
It's gone.
Not quite. Good effort though, but 2 goes at it.
Oh,
We always like to see that little camera angle there. We call it a ditch cam, but secretly there's a guy in there who's hunched down very low. No, he's not. It's a ditch cam. This should be a straightforward opportunity for Jason.
the red ball, you see, that's the only one he's got to beat. And he knows it, doesn't have to be a hero about it.
That was a bad miss by Graham. That was a very, very loose 3, really.
3 shots. 3 shots, Jason Greenslade.
Understand it with 1 ball to go, but he had 2 bites at it. He'll know that himself, and he puts him back into a difficult position.
It was a good shot from Jason to send it up into the ditch. There was a couple against him. Saw the opportunity. Jack or ball. And having just picked up a 2 to drop the 3.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
look at Graham McDougall. It reminds me of so many players that are out there. They've been playing the game for a long time. They're competitive, they're good. Want to test themselves against the best, and through the Professional Bowl Association, that's the route in to do that. It gives them an opportunity to play against some of the great players of the sport. But there's so many players like this around. UK is full of them, as is Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Good effort, just dropping in on the green.
To green.
That sets up a chance if he wants to play it.
Oh, Jason Greenslade is going to call a timeout the moment he wants to have a look at this.
It's unusual. The third ball. But what he wants to look at is where that red ball is taking the 2 green out,
Time up.
or if it's only just going to be 1. He thought it was only going to take 1 out. He would just go deep to the red one. I think he has to draw another one here. Try and turn that jack a little bit. Misses the draw. He gets to the red ball. Useful now. Choices here. Graham, do you attack this or just draw it? Most players would attack it. Forehand, not easy. A little bit wide, it just stays off the line.
Plays it. There's a couple of good heavy shots so far in the game. He's making connection.
That's what Jason was trying to look at, to see whether the 2 green balls would go if he got the front angle. Just the one disappeared. Now you go back to the draw.
One green.
Looks like he's having a real go at this. Just needs to run. Good effort. Nearly got there.
Back to the draw for Graham McDougall.
Oh, he's close with this. Just needs to run. Just needs to hurry. That's pulled up very quickly. I think that must be a little bit heavier out there than what we think. That's, normally that would have run on the last foot or so.
Jason and Graham both have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, there's been 1 or 2 that have just pulled up a little bit short. With Jason Greenslade.
That's what Jason's just saying there as well, that it's just, he felt that it's pulled up a little bit.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Oh, very much like the first set. Jason Greenslade just doing enough to establish a lead. Having taken the first set. One of the reasons for it is his opening ball has been always there or thereabouts. And that classes is there or thereabouts. Another opening toucher.
Jason can be a bit controversial at times. He's had his run-in with officialdom over the years, in the outdoor game in particular. We all thought he would be in Glasgow for the Commonwealth Games last year, wasn't selected, and he's had opportunities this year that he's declined. But he's got a young family, and sometimes priorities must go there. At this game a long time now.
I think, to be fair to Jason, he thought he was going to be at the Commonwealth Games as well.
Well, he was able to tell me long before the team was selected.
Well, he feared the worst, to be fair.
Yeah, see, long chat with him about it, and he said he wasn't going to be selected. I said, well, Jason, give them time for the selectors to talk about it. He said, no, I'll not be picked.
2 green.
Well, it wasn't exactly the most successful games for them, so as you know, Paul, that's why he's come back into the frame again.
Just runs out with this. It's another good ball.
Two green.
He's playing well. Fast carpet in particular suits Jason. He really likes fast surfaces, and there's 2 big events coming up in the next 2 years. New Zealand for the World Outdoor Championship, and then the Commonwealth Games, of course, in the Gold Coast, both on very, very fast outdoor surfaces. Jason would be one of the players you'd be looking at. A bit loose this end. It's running away from him now. Well, 7-2 up, line 2 shots, front blocker in the way, deep position covered. It's really only a draw left. Play a runner, but the runner's really a hit and hope. Although, to be fair, the green balls are sitting in a position to all disappear and leave 3 reds, which he really could do with at the moment. So it might be worth a drive at it, just to see what he can mix up.
Well, that's going with a fair bit of venom. Well, he went to the front red to come through and strike the 2 green.
2 shots, Jason Greenslade.
Well, that's a set more or less away now, because Jason can defend that sort of a lead over the next 2 ends in particular. But we shouldn't have to play the last end.
He has been playing well, Graham McDougall. He has been outbowled by Jason Greenslade, who's had the opportunity to get a little bit of practice. Been playing well, he felt. That's reflected in how he's playing here in Perth.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
I think also what's important too, Paul, is that he's got a taster for it. Next time, so much easier. So much easier the next time, it really is. And we back into the qualifiers, get back into the situation of coming through the hard road. Of the top 16 players, when they drop out, try to qualify back, and I realise just how difficult it is. Some have done it, to be fair. Les Gillett in particular.
Three ends to play. He needs 8 shots. Jason Greenslade, as you mentioned, more than capable of just shutting this game down now.
Graham very much will be thinking to himself, right, just chill on this now, try and make the score look a bit better, try and score even a 2 and a 1 or a 2 and a 2 to put a little bit of pressure on. Better with this one. That's the idea. It's going to be hard to beat. Sometimes when you relax, you just play a little bit better.
Jason will be happy here with a closer second shot. He's just going through a little bit.
He's leaving this very open. I'm surprised at that. He was taken away from his own favoured backhand onto the forehand, but probably should have stayed on it. Short ball, he could have come around it. He's going to face a double here, and that's not really what he was looking for. See if it drops in time.
2 red.
Jason will be looking for second shot here. Doesn't need any heroics for the number 1. Watch the way he delivers this ball now. He wraps his hand around it, but watch the backswing all the way behind him and then through. Almost everything the coaching manual tells you not to do. He's dropped this too much though. It's going to be a very loose 3. Oh Jace, what are you doing? That's a lifeline. Should have been over.
Well, picked the wrong time to have a bad end. Yeah, a little bit of a head scratcher, wasn't it? Well, this should be straightforward. But I'm not convinced he likes it.
Oh, he's missed it. He's flying with this. That was meant to be a draw. Dear, dear.
2 shots, Graham McDougall.
Oh, that's one of these balls you'll think about for a while, because that was a great opportunity to make it 9-5. 4 down with 2 to play. Instead, he's 5 down.
Yep, it's commonly known as a flyer. Gets out of the hand far too quick. But Jason will be thinking, well, that wasn't too bad in the end, considering I had a shocker with 4 balls. Still, you'll have to tighten up this end. You'll be trying to put this match to bed. Can afford to lose a single, and they'll be shaking hands, but no more than that.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Jason Greenslade, who lost at this stage last season to the eventual winner, Nicky Brett. Went down 10-4, 10-5. Just pushing that one up, which suggests it will fall well short.
Well, Jason, this is first balls have been pretty decent in this match. Can't afford to give your opponent too many opportunities, even with a lead of 5 shots, 2 ends to go. Start to think about the last ball in the last end now.
Jason Greenslade knows here just one good ball will change things. He's urging this one forward, and again he's short.
Two red.
Probably wouldn't have been just as bad. He hit the ball in, but that's made it difficult for him. We're facing a 3 here, and This really shouldn't be happening. Well, we all thought this match was over, and in some ways it probably should have been, but Jason's left it open. He'll attack this now down the forehand. Controlled weight, allowing the ball to bend just to pass his own. That's what he needs to do. Ooh, that was unlucky. He got one out. Could easily have taken two. May not be too concerned about losing a double. Looking for just a slight edge off the jack. Would have been good.
He's got back position there now as well. So if the third one comes in, anything would do. So
Well, opportunity. See how he does with this last ball. This is important. Needs to put the pressure on. 3 here. Gives him a chance going into the last end. Looks better. No. Same ball from Jason. No gap to go through now.
it's a target. He'll take the time out.
Timeout call.
Yep. Even with 20 seconds, he just didn't want to mess about with this one. Controlled weight again, if he wishes to play it. You can play it off it. In a normal green, back at your own home club, you play it a couple of yards, you stun a ball, drop in, but not in the portable rink. That's a very hard shot to play.
Any cut down in the count is what he's looking for.
Looking good again, off the ball for the jack. Yes, that'll do. He's got the back ball, match is over.
Good shot, second set of the match for Jason Greenslade.
Well, Jason Greenslade had just been the better player throughout. His opening two balls, key. Graham McDougall fought his way back in to give himself a chance. But it's the Welshman who goes through to the quarter-final of the Scottish International Open.